Alright, everyone. You may now go cards up. Now go cards up. As you're all going through your daily activity, morning routines and such, anyone with psionic attunements will begin to feel nauseous and ill. For seemingly no reason.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I need them daily medical check.
My was really taking me care of. I've always felt them.
Hello, Siri. Can you explain the symptoms you're feeling, Akira?
I just feel sick.
Unexplainable sickness.
Does she feel cool anymore?
Yeah, colder.
Today's really not my day today, apparently.
And you remember what sleeve on the arm?
From the
Check fluid.
seems
Make sure it's healing right.
Sorry, I think I'm just gonna lay back.
That is fine.
Good.
Self-health is important.
Making sure it's healing properly.
I said hello. Also.
It's healing.
She can hear you.
There's
Let's
some
get the hell back.
some evidence of the beginning stages of frostbite, which have begun to sort of revert. They're recovering from it already.
Be careful when you're using your firearm. Hold. This might be reason why frostbite.
Strong.
Don't use some hand with it help alleviate.
It's been very today.
Yes. Also, just to make sure, do I sound like myself? Just to make sure.
Don't put it hand with.
Okay. That is good.
Don't put
I think
stuff here.
I have to start hugging people. No one's shown up. You are fine, Akira. Rest until we are soon. Why?
Hand
You're
with.
feeling so ill at the
Is
moment.
there any available
Really?
medical right now?
Yeah?
Yes, I am.
So Argyle's in some trance in our room. He has like weird purple galaxy eyes, and the stone that the captain gave me that activates the psionics is activating.
Lead me to him now.
Anything should you know about? Anything else? Any smaller injuries that you might have taken yesterday? Okay. Just that one. Okay. Could be good to go then. No, Is usually what is happening when you are on a...
I would just like to have a talk with him, that's all. This was discussed last night. Don't worry, the captain will be there to mediate.
Alright.
Thank you, sir.
Keep on understood then.
Thank you, Chef. apology from me. You can imagine I was a bit too upset to grant him that at that time. But maybe if you were there, you could push him in the right direction. I don't think he likes me anymore, Captain. I think he detests my presence.
Shit. What else did we discuss during that talk? And in subsequent other talks that we had? to learn to integrate with the crew. I cannot be there to fight all the battles with you.
It would be so much easier if they were just like you.
They're not. Not all can be like us, because our way is not always the right way.
Captain,
Yes.
Argyle is in a trance-somnolic state. Wondering if could help with pulling him out.
I can see what I can do. Is that what I felt
If you
earlier?
also want to help Siri. I don't know.
Very well.
You get
I mean,
here
he's
and
activating the stone, so oh, I don't think it's that drastic.
Nor do I. Something's off with it again. Alright.
Can explain to the captain.
So
Yes.
basically, he's connected psionically or something, and it's either we leave him alone and he'll get out of it himself, or we can try to pull him out early.
Let's get you back to medical. Bring up a bucket.
Looks like he's trying to meditate. Does this stand up or no?
He's communicating with someone, as far as I can tell. He did say something, I'm sorry, that none of the bombs were there, something like that.
Hello, do I still need to ask the AI to knock my door?
If you ask the AI, it will open.
Sorry, I really can't stay.
You're fine.
Captain, are you attempting to meditate with Argyle?
Yes.
Okay. The moment you attempt to form connection, you see it. A glass box, shrouded in silver mirrors. Pieces shattered, floating about space. Purple auroras around you. In each mirror, a memory, fractured. Some appear to be Argyle's, his home, his people, meetings aboard the ship. Others, not so much. Faces you don't recognize, like you're seeing through the eyes of someone else. And Argyle is standing in the center, attempting to move these pieces and put them back together. You can tell, though, that as he's doing this, shadows appear around him and speak. He speaks back before they flit out.
He's gonna attempt to guide some of the pieces towards Argyle.
You reach out. The pieces begin to float. And as you do, the box forms a door, a connection between the two. looks straight to you. I see. The doorway. You attempting to save me?
I wouldn't call it save. More like help.
Dangerous here, Captain.
Aye. For everyone, and even more so
He steps through the door. Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
How long have I been sitting here?
As I was
Damn.
informed since morning.
Really?
Yes.
Thank you, Captain. My
Hmm.
I apologize if I made anybody worry. Wasn't my intention.
Oh. Easy.
The cyanics can take a toll on the body. Especially when you use mind. Well, suppose I owe you an explanation if you care.
If you wish to share. I'm interested.
Knowing my training at Oracle, one of our fundamentals, especially when you deal with others' mind, is to fortify your own. You build walls so that when you have to break others, you don't become broken. Shatter yourself. Occasionally that means reaching out into the void of space. Unlike your meditation, Captain, I'm not looking to center myself. I'm looking to force whatever's out there to do what I need it to do. If that means creating a barrier in my mind, then so be it.
Well, I respect the protections and the effort for such. I fundamentally would have to disagree with that. That in itself is highly risky. You're reaching into things that no other race, not even the Anarch, could understand fully.
Yes,
It is.
but contemplate this a moment, Captain. Without those barriers, and I was to do what I had to do yesterday again, it would be my brain on the line, my mind, fried from the inside out, with our individual. A necessary evil.
Maybe so from one perspective. But perhaps if you attempted to center yourself, you would keep yourself anchored to your form.
Perhaps. This is how I've always had to deal with this. That's why I don't like to use that ability very much. Piece of them stays with me, you see. And handling all of those voices means putting them in the right spot. Otherwise, they'll go quite mad.
With more reason to experiment with both, perhaps.
Yes, perhaps. I did not expect it to go that way. Say, I apologize if I made anybody concerned or cost anybody valuable time.
It's not time. The time isn't wasted on one of our own. Although, given that you are out for some time and doing something of such a magnitude, you should probably get something to eat. You probably nearly wither a good portion of yourself physically too.
Yes. Yes, that's a good idea. Change my shirt here real quick. One has blood on it. Assume you fixed that up. Thank you very much.
Yes. I request that once you have eaten something, can you please come to the medical bay so I can do a once over you?
Yes, of course.
Thank you. And do be careful not to push yourself too much.
Yes. I'll try.
I imagine the science department.
Captain?
Okay, let's get you up.
Yes, Doctor.
I'm sure it's not very important, but the chef and that
And on there.
I don't remember their name. The chef and then the one that hangs around with you all the time. The other species of yours. They're both having a private conversation in the training arena. I don't know what they're saying to each other, but before they had the conversation, your friend, I'll say it like that, sounded very, very specific way. Normally I wouldn't really care, but I don't know.
This is going to be a
Specific
problem,
for I was
Captain.
getting out of him.
If it is a problem, I'm probably going to have to solve this one. Have medical on standby. It looks like I might need to smack more sense into my kin again.
Again? How many times has it been so far?
Well, the first one was the establishing my station. The others were just friendly spars.
Excuse me, establishing your station?
Aye.
You're the captain aboard this vessel.
Yes. Unfortunately, some sects of Vlaka are a bit more warrior mindseted. Some of the older temples from Tyrion apply the strength and might is right rule.
Well, should have told him to pull his head out of his arse and follow the chain of command.
He listened fairly well afterwards, however. It seems that he is falling into a problem. He respects me, but no one else on the crew.
Well, I'm not going to stop you. It sounded like you were in quite a hurry. I'll meet you down there in a moment. I'm going to go grab something from the chef.
Hey, well, the chef is with Sid. That's the problem.
All right.
The chef denied him food for 8 minutes earlier. And now Sid is... Hopefully it's an actual conversation like I told him to have.
I don't mean to sound demeaning, Captain, but did you just say Sid having an actual conversation with someone?
Other than me, I know. I'm trying to get him to learn that I'm not going to support everything he does, because I don't agree with all of what he does.
Boarded the windows, did we?
Aye.
Again, I apologize, Captain, for this morning.
Argyle, it's not a problem. You're one of the crew.
And into the reactor. Well, that was a strange phase to walk in on.
I was worried that it might have been.
Strange, what?
A phrase, don't worry about it.
Them saying that no one walked into the reactor?
Yes, it's a good thing no one fell into the reactor. I agree.
Oh. Yes. Well, fists aren't out, so that's a good sign. I'm going to stand off. Never mind. I was spotted. Mm-hmm.
Captain, if he makes a move...
I'm on it.
You won't be the only one.
I'm going to go up behind him.
It would be best to keep your distance. If you truly wish for them to work out the differences, being another body in the room tends not to help much.
Fair enough. Might be better if I'm just not here entirely. Siri, if Sid makes a move on the chef, bring him down non-lethally. Incapacitate. Thank you.
Sure, that's wise.
Do you want to have a talk while I down to the kitchen?
Well, without the chef, I mean, suppose we would wait for him, but...
Yes, I can override the walks.
Don't you appreciate that too much, Captain?
John! You're needed in science. People are fucking with artifacts.
Oh boy.
It'll be here shortly.
Which artifact are they working on? Because I have other things I'm doing. Weird.
I was muted, sorry. Tell me.
Which artifact are they working on?
Which one are you working on? What artifact? The bone.
Who specifically is touching the bone right now?
Which one are you? You're touching the bone, right? Okay. Chip. Chip is currently holding the bone.
Is he psionically attuned or has any psionic level?
Do you have any psionic abilities? They do not.
Okay. Go ahead and give them their roll.
Okay. That's an 18.
Okay. They can determine that the bone comes from
Well, they're not looking into it. They're giving it to Tally.
back. Man, why did Siri have to get told
Proceed.
to be on guard duty? Give a roll to Tali. Because they have psionics, I know that.
That's a 12.
That's not enough because they're really low psionic level.
Hmm. They're not holding it. They have it on the table currently.
Okay, that's for when they hold it.
It won't trigger anything?
Yeah, if they pick it up, it won't trigger anything because they didn't roll high enough.
Okay.
Otherwise, if they're analyzing it in any way, they can determine that it has an exceedingly high density for almost any organic creature that's been cataloged.
Hmm.
The marrow within the bone is actually still alive.
Okay.
And the symbols etched into it, they haven't seen another source of this alphabet before. That comes for if they look at a different relic, they'll see more of the same alphabet.
Okay.
For right now, they have the beginnings of the alphabet cataloged.
Understood.
I'll be able to help them from now on. I'm freed from what I was doing.
Then, do you want to come tell that to them?
Yeah.
Okay. Dawn will be with you shortly.
Hello.
Hello.
God present.
Hi.
Okay.
Hang on.
So.
Tally is. Yes. Go ahead, sorry.
Who's doing what to this thing right now?
I am not touching it, but I am putting my hand towards it. Sort of like putting your hand over a fire to see how hot it is. To see if there's any more of a vibration or anything else that she felt before.
You do not feel it just hovering your hand over.
Do you have any gloves?
Sorry. It's good. We have your suit here. Do you want to be in your room to put it on? Or can you put it under here?
I can hold my breath for a moment. Place it in the corner real quick.
Here, gloves.
once again, holding it, you feel that thrum, that ripple in the expansive world that you exist in. But it's still distant, undefined. Something about it, you just can't seem to translate it. It is beyond your capabilities at this time.
I see.
The only other thing of note, the bone is extremely heavy for its size, possibly due to exceedingly
how
high
heavy?
density.
How dense is it?
About 4 times denser than any bone should be.
Oh shit. Are you able to carbon date it and see how old it is?
You could try if you start actual
I'm gonna go
analyzing
get my
the
checkup
bone
already
itself.
done at medical since it should be quick, and I wasn't hurt.
It's like a 15-pound weight.
And then after that, I'm gonna continue rounds around the ship looking for broken terminals.
Very well.
Need help with that?
Leave the artifact to you guys. It's not my job.
Uh-oh.
If you need help,
Beginning analysis. The screen lights up, scanning, filtering through information. A 3D model of the object is made and it shows different sections.
Those who are psionically inclined, that are feeling the nausea and illness, begin to feel it fade slowly.
Parts of it suddenly light up an orange color, separate from the blues of this display. It seems there are runes, or alphabetical symbols, written into it. Just a few. Something is written on it, however you do not have enough to make a proper cipher or translate it. The ship database filters through dozens upon dozens of known languages and written alphabets from different races that are held within the UPA logs, but none match.
What about Antioch?
It does not match.
I see.
And interesting, and several warning signs arrive. It seems that the bone marrow is still alive inside the bone. The bone itself comes from carbon dating to at least be 400 or 500 years old.
This might be difficult to do for us. Would we be able to test to see if the bone marrow is cancerous?
Rolling. With a 19, it is not. It doesn't have any signs of cancerous growths or tumors or much of anything that denotes unhealthy status. It doesn't match any known genome, but it's alive. Just within the bone itself. You would have to drill a hole into it to gather any, which could cause damage to the artifact.
fascinating.
This is something we'll have to consult the captain on.
For now,
Yes.
though, my suit is there. Please.
Yes. Let us fix you for that. I'm here for support should you need it while you are doing your suit.
Fantastic.
The suit seems to be working now. I will inform the captain on what we have found.
Can I discern on what kind of creature this bone could come from?
With an 18.
Momentarily, fourth dimensional glitch.
There are
+4.
+4. There
Yep,
are
that's my major edge.
hundreds, thousands of reconstructed, theorized bone structures, possible creatures that this singular piece could have been from. It's eventually dives down to it is most likely an avian creature, as it's a similar shape to that of a wishbone found in avian creatures. But it's hard to tell what diet or size the creature really could have been. However, given its immense density, it seems to be a wild idea that any avian creature would have this as its entire skeletal structure.
Very interesting. Well, some sort of bird. Weirdly enough.
Anyone else in science who doesn't have their suit yet that's ready for pickup? That means you too.
Right. Your suit is ready. Sorry. I neglected to tell you.
Anyone else you see, theirs is ready.
Thank you, Lane.
It is odd. There was a discomfort in my stomach before,
I could come take a look.
but it seems to have gone away.
I didn't feel discomfort.
I am uncertain.
Are you sure you didn't get a little...
Have you seen the captain?
No. Last I saw was when Flux took me in a dial room.
Okay.
I need to go find someone to help me.
I didn't ask, Captain. Did you sleep well?
I slept adequately. I was up late compiling multiple reports. I'm going to go looking over the security footage from the night.
Do you mind company?
Suppose I should make.
If you wish to leave the wrapper, go ahead and take the block with you. So you're not carrying it around all day.
Well, don't let me intrude.
Mix with the rest of the crew. I cannot be the only one you talk to. As we said last night, there's a very good likelihood that I could die.
Yes, and I said in response, that's not happening if I'm around, Captain.
Invincible. Well,
oh yeah.
Quite a trait.
Every time.
I'll remember that. Good day.
Morning.
How you doing, Mercer?
Fine for the most part. I guess I got a day off because of my arm.
Oh, I hope so.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you the new engineer I heard about?
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you. I'm your captain. Geralt Ardenson.
Good day, Dawn.
Officer Cross.
Cherry stick. Combat engineer.
Pleasure to meet you.
I've heard something about that.
Combat engineer. Is that right?
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes. Anything that touches weapons or armor, come find me, and I can do whatever you want.
Ah, thank you.
Whatever I want. Wow. That's very nice of you.
Weapons and
Try not to
armor.
get too many more holes in it.
Your compensation is
Chatty,
to
you
use
said.
them to the full power.
It's my job to take the hits.
Try to get any holes in you
I just have
either.
to make notes for the report,
Shit.
make sure that
Consider
you've
making
documented
them
how
and
the
fixing
repairs
them.
went, and to see how the bodies were transported to make sure that they were appropriately documented. Just re-verifying everything.
I hope you're finding the
All right.
ship welcoming, if not cramped.
I've seen
Oh,
worse.
you need a roll?
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Have you met
What exactly
the...
is this roll for?
Have you met Emilia?
It's going over the tapes, just seeing what was done with everything, how the repairs and disposal of the bodies was handled.
Do you have advantage to
It's
this?
another one of the,
I think it would be security since...
one of the
Yeah,
Mentos.
it's probably
They are
security.
part of the ship. They are,
Ooh,
small,
boy.
but
With a 19,
they are learning the
you get a
grips
very
of
accurate
free
catalog
will, which
of
is quite interesting,
damages,
I might say.
entry points,
I think
the
Eugene-
total number of intruders,
Yes.
their life expectancy for how long they stayed alive, what happened to the bodies, injuries they sustained.
You might want to follow that one.
A lot of
They
them
will
got
leave you
fed
behind.
to the slime, apparently. That's
I will go and
probably not UPA ethical.
pleasure to have meet you.
Sure they were not touched until we were certain our engines would not work.
What ails you this time, Captain?
We had some prisoners. What a store the bridge.
So, it would seem that the cleanup of the corpses involved being fed to Mir, our one medic.
Training area.
What?
Yes, I heard something about prisoners.
Aye, it would appear that the sanctity of the dead was dishonored aboard our ship.
order came, we took care of them. The order came.
Corpses.
Who ordered the execution aboard this vessel?
Of the, Commander Crunch, of course. Upon hearing from Mercer that the order was to kill them all, Commander Crunch moved on to say to execute the prisoners. Me, Officer Tashir, and Chef did the deed of the ones that we had at the time.
You're telling me Gunch? It was Gunch's call.
Following the orders of the captain. Or the words relayed by Mercer.
That was intruding.
Okay.
I didn't mean killing prisoners. I didn't know prisoners were taken. That is a
how I
conversation
said the
I'll have
UK
with
would look
Gunch.
very poorly on this. Let's keep this
I
between
don't need the
us.
sass, Argyle.
Not sass, it's information.
At the time, the situation was quite chaotic. We did not want to take any risks. The fact that Breek was at the time holding the artifacts, we were holding them in the training room's security grid.
Smart.
You think I'm
Next
callous.
time... Next time, if you have prisoners on the ship, we do not execute them. We are in UPA territory on board here. It's different than when we are out there. We might be in the lawless sectors, but we still need to uphold a semblance of order. I will talk to Gunch about this. But first, I'm
Understood.
going to go handle the bodies situation.
I will leave that to you, Captain. Have fun.
Why are you
Yes,
lying?
Deli. My...
Your species has bioluminescence.
Well, it's not bioluminescence,
This will
it's
be
my
recorded.
psionics.
I hear you a lot about this. Yeah.
My mental agitation is agitating the photons around me by proxy. For a full explanation for you. Tell me. Akira,
We
did
have-
you know about corpses being fed to Mir?
Demire?
Correct.
This is the first time I've heard.
I heard you ooh, Chef. Do you know something about it?
Yes.
If it's true, you witnessed it. We do not desecrate the corpses of the dead on my ship.
Was that in the dossier,
And we do
Captain?
not. Was it in the dossier? It should be common decency.
Well, we can't waste food out here.
They're
So-
not food.
Not for us, maybe.
We're not eating anyone. We're not eating any dead. If I ever hear about this again, the consequences will not be a slap on the wrist. It won't be a missed meal. It'll be far worse.
Of course, Captain. But before you go
No.
restricting our culinary options,
There
this
is
is
no-
important, sir. I feel that our supplies might go a lot further then if we cannot requisition. If people didn't request special meals as often. sightings from their home planets and the like.
You can restrict access to that as the officer in the mess hall.
More
But
elaborate meals require more ingredients. So.
I know, you can restrict it. However, the eating of corpses is non-negotiable. At all. In any aspect. Do I make myself clear? To everyone here.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me. I need to find
it.
Ifrit.
It was my fault, Captain. I'm sorry.
It was not your fault. It was whoever was helping clean up the corpses that are supposed to be put in the morgue.
We will speak with him.
No, I
We do. Primarily in case anyone on board here dies. We can put their body into storage so that we can properly bury them elsewhere.
I give you permission to eat me.
I'm not going to eat you. I'm not eating anyone. If I seem a bit more passionate about this, it is because the dead are sacred to my kind. Their bodies, when they die, become dust. Rich in psionic power. We use this dust for our technology. Our ancestors literally come with us and are a part of us, their lives. To desecrate them in such a way is disgusting. Putrid. Yes, Bashir.
We could use more than one generator.
Where I'm from, so if, someone just
That's all fine and dandy, but unfortunately, we have ample. Well, fortunately, I should say. Why am I saying unfortunately? We have ample supply of regular food. We don't need to worry about eating corpses. And we can get shipments of supplies from colonies such as this one, and we can request them. We will not starve.
At zero bridges may occasion. Nice to be rid of those.
Or planet side, they could go and consume a tree for all I care. But not corpses of sentient beings.
Understood, Captain. I won't let it happen again.
Thank you.
I'm not entirely sure that this one isn't really a computer.
Are you alright, Captain?
Captain?
I'm looking for a retreat.
I have not seen them.
Haven't seen him out and about yet.
They may
Except
be in
earlier
quarters.
to drop off his suit.
If you do, tell him I am looking for him. And you may also ask him why the dead that were attacking our ship were fed to Meyer.
What?
Correct. The dead were fed to Meyer.
All
Not even Medco would do something that cruel.
Have you seen Ifrit?
I have not. I'm about ready to go investigate something.
that at least.
Be with you in a moment.
Oh, Captain, sorry to bother you again.
We do, Captain, require the captain's assistance.
Anyway,
As well.
I think I'll call him. Captain!
There's a line.
Yes, there is a line.
Your assistance is required. Apologies.
Captain.
Yeah, that slow turn looked very,
Yes.
Apologies.
Yes.
What's going on?
The doctor was looking for you.
I am a patient block and I don't mind waiting.
If we all blow up, you won't have to have any conversations. Look at the bright side.
It's more of the fact of something about a relic.
She's going to bring up the scan taken of the bone on the screen.
Okay. What you are looking at, the display shows a 3D image of the divining rod bone. It shows that the bone itself has an exceedingly high density, most likely comes from a wishbone from some avian creature. The marrow within the bone is still alive, and there are symbols and script from a uncatalogued alphabet.
That's very fascinating.
When I grabbed this bone both in and out of my suit, there was vibrations, like a tug towards something, motion, or the anticipation of motion. But that is all I feel.
I didn't feel anything touching it.
Interesting. Where is it?
In the scanner currently. I could bring it out for you.
If you could, please. Boss.
Hello, Doctor.
It looks like there's many people in here. Wasn't
Yes.
it?
Quite a crowd.
Bone shenanigans.
I see.
It has been placed upon the table.
Okay. Rolling. Do you have advantage on psionic rolls, or just a +4?
Yeah. Formerly trained, so.
Okay. One moment, please. I determine. You will feel a rippling, a thrumming from the artifact upon picking it up. It's like someone dropped a stone in water, and you feel it expand out. But you also feel something else rippling. The push out from the rod, and something else within the ship pushing back against it. Focusing with your psionic training, putting power, thought, a tether or chain, a rope, something to link. You feel a connection between this and something else within the ship. You could follow it. It is so solid.
Did you need anything?
We're in line to leave with the captain. There's a line.
Interesting. It appears that
Do you
it's
feel
reaching
it?
out to something I do.
Is it
but
vibrating
it's-
for you as well?
In a way. It's resonating with me. But it's also reaching out to something else on board.
Something
Somebody else
else.
pick up another
Aye.
We have 4
It's
in
almost,
total.
it's almost
Well,
like a
3 should be
radar.
there.
It seems
They
to
should
be
be there.
drawing you toward the kitchen.
Does it explode?
Well, after you, Captain.
Aye.
Captain, I'd like to point out that if we get eaten by a monster today, I blame you.
Duly noted.
Yes.
Really? Sorry. No, you're fine. I'll still go get him, man. Yeah. But I was gonna grab Alex for it.
It seems to be getting
Why would we be here?
stronger, more solid. The connection points toward the water storage within the food here.
You hungry?
No, it's coming from the water supply.
There is no mistaking it.
What?
It has pulled you to this location.
There's something in there?
What?
I see.
MU.
Is something wrong with the Great Appliance? I'm certified
No,
to
it's
work
not
on it
the.
now.
It's not the microwave.
Don, is this what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
It's the downing rod, right?
It's a downing rod or divining rod. It points you to water.
Mm-hmm. Captain.
Hmm.
It's doing what its purpose is. To let you to water.
Hmm. Interesting.
So I guess it'd be useful in more desert areas. I guess.
Or uninhabited planet.
Or primitive societies.
Or primitive uninhabited desert planets.
A combination of everything above.
Yes.
Hmm.
All
Yes.
are suitable.
Of course.
Well, that's one thing solved for the day. That was a pleasant distraction.
Yes.
Captain.
Captain.
No more pleasant distractions anymore.
Give me one moment, and I will answer in order received.
Should
Give him
we
time, MJ.
drill into the bone to attempt to extract the living marrow still inside?
I wouldn't
For
want
analysis.
to. That could disrupt it. It might be the power source of it.
Someone think.
How?
Feeding off the psionic energies that are biologically produced by the living being that it came from.
I'm detecting
scripture
no
on it.
electromagnetic generation from it.
It's not all electromagnetic. It's dark matter, usually. Down on the genetic level, you'll need Chip to look into it a bit more with you.
Could you imagine?
Manipulation of dark matter is nearly
I'm just
impossible.
grabbing a
Something like
water
that.
and I'll be out of here.
We're better to understand it.
Could you imagine what the entirety of the UPA could do?
Well, nothing. Look at the ship around us.
I'm not getting into this one. I have other things to attend to. MU, you asked me first.
I guess it's a good study on how biologicals work with psionics.
He wanted to speak with me. He wanted you there.
Don't
Yes.
Do you want
So,
to be there?
I don't even know how to detect psionics.
Yes.
Maybe.
That's what you want. That is impossible.
Very well.
Or very highly.
Or maybe
both
the
of
right
you manipulative.
implements.
Very difficult to do. Yes.
I will go somewhere.
Yes, and we will meet you there. Captain, I am merely respecting your wish. You said you wished to be there.
What?
So I am sending my olive branch.
A different
Well,
type
I slept
of...
on it, and I wanted to make sure MU was comfortable with it. After all, I did not want them to think that we were ganging up on them.
Please. Who would ever think that, Captain?
Very well. This will be a private talk, Siri. Excuse me.
I should find the janitor.
Siri? How are you feeling?
Pardon me, guys?
We should spar again sometimes.
The sparring arena is
Nice
currently
to have an
being
opponent.
used for non-sparring.
Oh, I don't mean that. But it's nice to have an opponent who presents a true challenge.
Noted.
Excuse me.
You're
I'm just popping.
You're the roommate of Laura the medic, correct?
Yeah.
I plan to requisition the captain to transfer to that room. However, it is also up to you if you are willing to transfer out. I have
I'm fine with it.
room 7 over there. Currently, I hold it alone as Archer has begun resting within the reactor.
Okay. Wait, so you're normally Archer's roommate?
I was. They moved
Oh.
on.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm fine with moving to room 7 if you want to take my place in B2.
Okay. I will inform you if the captain allows it.
Alright.
My body's literally made to survive any of it.
Made to survive is different than made to thrive.
erupts out every so often.
I see. Can you do quick medical scan? Comparing it to a medical sheet, anything new that's been added? Well, that would show up.
Nothing new would show up. They are warmer, approaching overheating.
Do you still have hand warmers on you? I forget. Did we pick out something that isn't insulated? We're doing that later. We're currently overheating, so if I can have the handlers back and try to remove some layers. Thank you. That's all I needed to do. Okay. I have to go around looking for Sid. I've already gotten them. Editing sheet later.
Sid is in a...
There's the...
Yes, they just did it.
Okay.
I've been scanning you.
Have to wait for that Neo and the cat.
Well, Laura, I am informing you. I am going to Babbitt's go rest, as I have been awake since yesterday's events.
Okay. The rest I can handle.
If something big happens, please do call me.
Need from your captain, and I believe that's it.
You and the captain are in the same meeting with Sid.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for the follow.
On your way. I look for similar. We'll just do it later. No. Okay.
Alright. We're implementing a new system in all the departments right now, and so far as no one has done medical yet. Yeah, but you just need to be present for it. And I guess a member of security here that'd be helpful as well. See the monitors flicker and flash and turn off, then turn back on. Oh, what the fuck was that? Arg. And it's good. You're good. Everything's fine.
The weapon.
Okay. Is everything good out there?
Little blue creature that's just running around.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Hello.
Cipher.
Arm extend. Quick medical scan. Redoing them. And he's comparing it to the old sheet. Anything new?
Nope.
Good. Good. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you,
New
guys.
OS has been implemented. Everything should be faster, smoother, more efficient on your terminals. Easier to use as well. So.
Got it. Appreciate
Alright. Of course. Moving on. Watching out for a little blue creature.
Actually, good. Yeah. Gonna see if we can go down to engineer for the
Jasper, so Jasper on the roof. Jasper.
Jasper was by the rooms last I saw them.
Fuzzy things, somewhat squarish.
Well, I mean, if we're on this planet for longer than a day, I think they're bound to come aboard even.
Jasper. Hello. Real quick. If you could extend your arms.
Hold on a second.
How are you feeling, Matilda? Both night shift.
Alright, aside from waking up super
Comparing it to your old sheet, anything new that's popped up?
No, everything should be exactly the same.
Okay. Thank you. Everything looks fine. Thank you. I'll let you get back. Everyone currently awake now has been done. Except your feet.
Not sure. I believe it fared that way.
He has a bounty.
Begin off. Thank you. Quick medical scan. Come in. skinned arm. Checking it with old medical scan, anything new?
There's nothing new, but you will take note of there appears to be some form of injury to her heart.
Okay, everything is good except your spine. Have you had any heart-related surgeries before you came on the ship? Or any heart problems? Okay. Don't have to do it, don't have to write about it or whatever. If could explain that on your medical sheet, if it hasn't been already. Other than that, that's it. Okay. We'll let you go about that. Sit. Like. Good? Another word for doing okay.
I'm still healing.
That's good. How are you sleeping?
Body.
How have they been so far?
What does that mean? I don't understand the question.
Essentially, asking if they have been good so far.
I don't understand what that means.
Yeah. It is a pleasant feeling, like relief. Essentially asking if the person is well, or in this case, the day has been well to the person.
I'm not sure.
That's fine. Oh yeah. Why last night, something to bring up of transfer.
I believe Vane made a mention. I believe Vane made a mention that we should seek transfer to be in the same room. I didn't see any reason that I shouldn't. I've been trying to talk to the captain all day about it. I did speak to Jasper. He is okay with moving so long as I get permission from the captain. Well, they seemed willing to move without permission itself, but I need to speak to the captain on it, or else I will not accept it.
But currently captain's in the meeting with Sid. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We also meant
do you know where the I was gonna say don't go sit with the meeting, so when they're done with it, and just start that conversation.
I will try and find the captain again in due time. I believe the meeting will be long. I am used to having to wait extended periods of time for new orders. I also need to ask them about other things as well, things that I'm unsure of.
Well, and ask me, I can try to give them, but
Why did I save you?
that one's difficult. Usually when people save each other, they appreciate the company of that person. Usually.
I suppose that makes sense. That also partially answers my next question then. I caught myself several times watching you walk around the ship, losing track of the captain once, almost, while trying to wait to talk to him, like I was distracted. I suppose if I enjoyed your company, then that would explain why I would be tracking you.
Well, if it's anything to say, I also appreciate it.
I see.
Yeah. Everything okay over here?
Yes.
I'm appreciating their
I'll do it. Also waiting for Captain.
Yes.
Seems like there's a, as somebody said earlier, a line of people waiting for the captain, it seems.
I will wait.
Busy and as I suggested, want to go wait, was it currently nearby where the meeting so we can catch them? Yes, it's a
The meeting is private. I will not be put on.
okay.
Was there anything else that was needed? I think we're gonna head to bed early.
Just the scans that were needed today. Other than that, go get some rest. You've been on the night shift for a while.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember. Where was it on the note that said that would mark for the confirmed rescanned?
I've been scanning it. It should be all the way at the end after personal thoughts.
Okay.
But then filling it out as we go.
Okay, so just double checking to make sure that
Everyone,
what I got was...
that gunshot was real.
What the heck?
Really? I don't know. I should have still asked the captain the questions you asked me. He might have more input.
I will
do so. I saw people running by the hall. Go investigate.
The captain might be out of his meeting by now.
Okay, so said Captain and you is the only one left for this scan. need for having you. Maybe send a message to the captain.
Better.
I'm not allowed to send messages to the captain. Not unless I am given express order to.
I appreciate its meaning. Thank you, Captain.
You do not have the medical scanner.
No, I do not.
I don't know.
Don't have pockets on this.
I'll let you talk with him first.
I found MU.
I'm going to go find Jasper. There's nothing left left.
Dust and blood. Ugh. Hello, Siri.
Yep.
Everything well?
I need to speak with you. Also, Valora
About?
needs to conduct a medical scan on you.
Very well. Well, we're already at my room.
As you walk in, you see pulverized bone and blood on the ground here. Something happened here.
This is the captain. Apologies. The gunfire was me. Something fell through the vents and shocked me. It seems a native creature somehow found its way on board. There's more. This is your captain speaking. Please ignore the sound of gunfire. It was a incident with a creature crawling in through the vents. It startled me, so I shot it. Alright, now that that's done. What seems to be troubling you, Siri?
First, I have 2 formal requests.
Formal? Alright.
My personal device is missing. I've believe it may have been confiscated during along with my weapons. I will need that back if I'm to write the report on Narsec for you.
Very well. We'll get it for you. And the second?
I have spoken with Jasper, and I wish to swap rooms with him. He has agreed to it, but I require your permission for such an action.
Well, if that's what you wish and you've already both agreed to it, then I don't see why we can't do it for you.
Understood. I will make certain to update him.
Any particular reason why you wish to switch rooms?
Engineer Vane suggested to do so.
Why?
I'm not sure, but I felt that I wanted to.
Alright. No, I won't question it too much. It's a harmless thing after all.
I have
We'll see that you're...
questions. Things that aren't
Alright.
requests.
Ask away.
Why did I save Laura?
Captain? Give me 1 moment. Give me a moment, Jasper. I'll come get you when I'm free.
Alright. Yes. Just gonna wait on Captain.
My apologies. You were saying, Siri?
Why did I save?
Why did you help them? Well, I don't know. Why do you think you did it?
I asked them, and they said it may have been because I enjoy their company.
Wow.
Well, that's a reason.
I'm waiting on him so I can tell him.
Let him know.
Do you?
That he can't kill the rats.
I suppose.
Okay.
I was also wondering why I was.
You can stay and tell him that yourself.
Throughout my patrols today, I caught
Dawn,
myself
just so you know, for
distracted by
DM
them,
stuff,
watching them as
we said
they
it's
move
from
around.
Block Moon and can eat anything but cake.
Not gonna be able to get in without his permission.
I know.
I don't know. If you really enjoy their company that much, perhaps you wish to get to know them more? Speak with them? I'll be completely honest with you. I'm not great with understanding relationships past being friends with someone. I've never really opened up to anyone. Well, aside from 2. No 3, but...
I'm not
Just so you two are aware, I'm going to probably hop off for the night.
I'm not sure I understand.
Getting a little tired.
To be completely honest with you. I'm not
Okay,
the best
no
person
worries.
to ask when it comes to
Also, I told Dawn, we said the fox was from a search result we found. It was from Block Moon, and it can eat anything from cake,
feel like
but
you wish
cake.
to be around them, then
Right.
try to
It's an
be
invasive
around them.
species.
Talk with them.
But yeah, do what you feel is best for you.
Yeah, I just I don't think there's anything else that really needs to be done for today.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna turn in for the night. I'm getting tired.
Find what you
Sounds
both
good.
want to do, and
Yeah.
enjoy it together, I guess.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye-bye. I'll move you up a channel. Back to your channel, I should
Again,
say.
I'm sorry, I'm not
Thank you.
great with that section of life. Haven't been great at it ever.
I appreciate your insight.
Yes. Clarvis, Jasper. It's right in the corner outside of the two doors. You'll see just a splattering of blood and dust.
Captain, you can't kill the rats.
Why can't I kill the rats?
Because Glass wants them.
Well, if they crawl out of the vents and land on my floor in MU, then I'm going to kill it. Because I don't know, and I wasn't expecting rats. It wasn't a rat.
I don't know, that's what
Blue thing that was boxy.
called it.
It looked like
Anyway.
It looked like an earth fox. I don't know.
If you see another one, grab it.
Okay, I'll make sure.
Jasper, the room transfer was accepted. Thank you.
What was that?
The room transfer was accepted. Thank you.
Okay. I'll collect my things after this.
Understood. Find them. Spend time on something major.
There's not security cameras everywhere.
Our,
in the individual rooms.
Our crew book does list some things we are and are not allowed to send information-wise, but I gotta figure out
That
directly
creature,
what we are
is
not
any of it
allowed and
salvageable?
allowed to talk about.
What creature?
I found the
Hi.
cabinet.
We don't have to talk though.
Told me that they do not understand what I am dealing with. But they suggested spending more time with you and trying to find something that we both enjoy doing together. I don't understand that.
Finding something you enjoy?
Yes.
And then I can show you some of the stuff I enjoy, and then you can see what you like from there.
Okay.
Something like a hobby.
Also, the room transfer was accepted.
Did you ever let Jasper know?
Yes. He said he will be moving his belongings out after he finishes what he's currently doing. I do not have anything to move.
Nothing other than your EVA suit,
That is held within
I would assume. Good to hear.
He mentioned something about opening up to someone when referring to my situation. I'm not sure I understand that.
I guess opening up to someone usually means telling them about you. Not all at once, but with whatever the person is comfortable opening up about. Like yesterday when I showed off my wrists. I guess we're leaving. And
I guess so.
But opening up is more about telling what you want them to know at your pace. Like how I told you about my shackles. Because I felt comfortable sharing that.
I'm still here. Never mind. Someone else is on. I thought we didn't have any other issues. Do you want to know something about me?
Check if you want to.
What do you want to know?
This is another situation where you tell me something.
The takeoff did not happen. That was a mistake. It got hit. We are still parked. We did not take off.
Anyway, it's more of a thing where, yeah, you tell me what you're comfortable with.
I'm
just like how I can't tell you what you want.
I'm not sure I understand.
Well,
I
can tell you.
I don't have any reason not to tell you anything.
Then we can do this. I tell you something and then you tell me something.
Anything?
Anything you are willing to share.
Okay.
I grew up inside of Cargo Bay with a bunch of other species of mine.
My oldest memory was being trained by Commander Narsek to fight. He spent a week training me and then launched me long distance to a planet.
The only time we were allowed out of the cargo bay was when we had to go underwater and gather resources for them. I continuously snuck away from them when I look at plants. They did not like that.
I am disallowed from entering any hydroponics or oxygen-focused facility. Commander Narsek stated that I would pollute the areas, and thus it was a safety hazard for me to enter them.
Can they ever explain why?
I didn't need an explanation. I never asked.
I've been away from my family for, I believe someone said 30 years.
Commander Narsek said that my family had died long before he had found me. I don't remember that time.
Hello, Dawn. Do you have a moment?
Sure, what's up?
I have a question for you.
Okay.
I wanted to run a search. I got the name of the psionic guy from the Centurion group. Wanted to run a search and see if there are any active bounties out for him.
Not for him.
Okay. That was my main question. I think Beam Joe might try and get a bounty made, but that's up to Beam Joe to actually do.
I think
Understood.
After my life, I think I don't remember.
Arriving on this ship was the first time anyone directly addressed me without giving me an order or a command. It confused me a lot.
I remember that. Joining that crew was for the first time I got to meet so many new races. And new people other than the people who found us.
aboard the ship was the first time that I have found a Vulcan that has not, as of yet, struck me. I'm not certain that the captain will ever do so. He is very different from the ones I'm aware of.
The captain doesn't seem the type. He'd get angry, but he wouldn't smack someone without reason. Whoever didn't get much medical supplies, so had to scavenge what could and wanted to help people who were left with me.
I was only ever allowed medical attention if I had completed my mission.
Even if they don't complete your mission here, I think that you'll still be given medical. At least I would. There was an individual who disconnected us from the cargo hold.
What does this mean?
Thumbs up are usually someone asking you either saying good job or I like to use it for are you doing okay? Yes or no. That's what I like to use it for. But usually it's to say good job. Or if it's a thumbs down, it means a disapproval.
I haven't done anything
Sideways is usually.
Require a statement like that from Tashir.
Yeah.
Why did they do that?
I don't know. Yeah. No one thinks Tashir is being a Tashir.
They're always being Tashir.
But as saying, someone fired us out of where we were hidden out into space where we eventually were found. And that's how I got here.
Commander Norsek gave me to the crew to help him gather information and determine how to commandeer and take over the entire operation. that he can be in charge of this ship added to his fleet. If required, I was to eliminate targets that he ordered me to.
Is that why that one day you shot yourself?
No. Part of my mission was to send constant updates to him about events aboard the ship. Due to the captain sending a direct line connection message to him, proclaiming his disdain for my treatment aboard his vessel, I caused a great deal of damage to his reputation. Due to that, I had failed in a major part of my mission, and thus, given the distance between us, I had to enact punishment in his stead, as I saw fit to his standards.
I don't like him.
I don't think the captain likes him either.
You know what the captain told you already, but don't listen to him.
The captain currently has higher state authority over me than Commander Norsek. I am to follow his commands as Commander Narsek ordered. The captain confused me. I believe they still do. They are not as angry or aggressive. They look me in the eye. They can keep track of me and took action to care for my well-being. I'm not sure why they act so differently from each other.
Most people aren't the same, but they have what they want. Don't hurt yourself like that.
I believe I also have knowledge. Whoever the people were with the shackles on you, I will kill. I'm not sure how much time the captain expects me to spend with you.
I spend so much time with up to you. I don't. I want to go somewhere other than the med bay. I can put off the skin and the captain's robe. It's been a busy day for both of them. No. Where specifically one? I'm not sure. Just somewhere else. I wonder then. Put this away. No one could do about it. If one people. I will follow you. I've eaten and then one drink. Maybe? Yes. Okay. right, there are people on different color. Let's see.
So, they just come up and lean in your face.
Yeah,
Are you challenged?
Yes,
it would be a little weird.
Yes, I face a great many challenges.
No, Irving's that well, but
You know my name? I've been sent to for about a week and a half.
yes.
Where did that be now?
Why is that a challenge?
That is the greatest challenge I face at the moment.
Personal space for me kind of varies depending on how well I know someone. Like my family, I don't really have many personal space with them.
I don't see how that would make
Like,
anything easier.
I don't want them to get near me.
By backing up.
I'm greatly challenged.
I'm like you guys are having a very interesting conversation.
Wait,
My thing's full.
Okay.
I was gonna ask you guys if you wanted to go on a hunt tonight. A couple of us are meeting outside the ship to go hunt game on the planet before we head out. It's completely optional
Might be fun.
you guys. Okay. Then, I would say grab your gear and meet outside the ship. We'll head out together.
Maybe you could show how to use a sniper rifle. Hunting is hunting animals for food.
Sadly, we won't be able to really use them for food unless it's an emergency, considering they are slightly toxic. But we can still sell, like, their hide and stuff and research them.
I would need to request for my gear again.
I know there's already a lot of
Can we
security going, so you could probably just, I guess, ask them real quick if that is alright. If you do wish to go.
Okay.
Wait, I'm gonna go back and ask the people in there. I'm gonna run to you guys before you guys went too far.
Yeah, we're fine. Well, can we go look for someone that asked for your gear then? But later.
Hope to see you guys there.
Let's check security office.
The captain is there.
Yeah. Would be good ask Captain. If you want to ask him. I'll stay here.
I am. I could. But because they picked... Siri, could you leave us for a moment? We need a private conversation. Thank you.
Captain's swimming conversation. Where you want to go specifically?
I'm not sure.
Can wander until you find place. Where to sit. Want to go back to asking questions? Asking about stuff?
Blows.
Sadly, sadly, including the ones in the cockpit. If you were able to explain anything that I've told you.
I'm not sure.
Can't think anything else about me to talk about. If you have anything else.
I'm confused on
Hold on, someone. Hello? Yes. Yes, I am. Wait, what happened? Okay. Thank you. We'll be back. The chef needs medical.
I could have dodged it.
You know you were. Wait, you do.
Yes,
Oh,
I can.
fuck.
I wrapped the wounds along there.
Anyway, I won't yell at you for not contacting me beforehand.
That was my choice. That was my choice, but most of the medicals seem to be already getting out.
Kneel down.
me before you chew him out.
Kneel down. Kneel down. Chop.
Deserve that. Understood. Let us not speak of the fact that I also spart seed.
Please focus on the bleeding man.
Yes.
I'm definitely trying not to. I'm definitely not trying not to cry right now.
What wound was she saying, Andre?
Just many puncture wounds, like 2 or 3, like sets.
Yeah, about 2 or 3
3 or
sets
4.
of, you know.
Yeah, okay. We're gonna go in back at 8 minutes. And that's going to hurt. Hold on, actually. But finally, not many things remain from something. You'll stop feeling for a bit. And just
You know, let's be grateful I can't use my tail as a weapon yet.
get into any more fights for a bit. Should very minor injuries should heal well overnight.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Anyway.
Aren't you gonna check them? I could have hurt them.
Sure, are you bleeding?
Well, it could be blunt force trauma, like a bruise or something.
The only blood I smell is his blood on my hand. I think I'm fine.
Okay. I'll give you an ice pack then.
I didn't do that.
I wouldn't know where to put it for.
Maybe a cracked rib, or maybe you bit your lip.
He's very slightly bleeding. It is taking a while.
Any tips?
I need it. Gloves.
You have the right idea with all the moving. Making sure you know what the spot. Remember where you will punch yourself, and make sure that you're ready to move those spots.
Just gonna check to see if
So that when they swing,
Very intimidating. It's hard to go, you know? It's hard to take that step.
That's something you get with experience.
Took so long thinking when I should punch, I ended up getting punched. Or worse.
Exactly. That is the difference between experience and just swinging wildly.
Do you think you could help me for the rematch?
After a few hours should be good. Make sure
The best you can get is sparring.
bloody into
And,
the feelable garbage can that
I don't think you want to get punched by this.
Obviously you can hold back, that's good. Experience lets you hold back as well, right?
True. I guess I could get some, something to soften the blow.
Looking around for any punctures or anything.
Visually, you will not be able to see any punctures or any of the sort. All of her fur kind of covers what would be there.
I can point to where I punched, and then you can maybe, like, poke around and
I
see
need to
if
start
there's-
heading out. I'm going to head to bed.
Okay, good night. Where is your punch?
Maybe here, or here, potentially, a rib might have.
Checking ribs.
You'll notice that some of the ribs are
Have family medical supplies hold them.
And then maybe I didn't hit them very well with an uppercut, but maybe they bit their lip potentially.
All seems good. It's gonna be tighter on your waist. Have some broken ribs. Make sure to come by later. You get full treatment.
Meyer took a note of those. I had a scan earlier. Apparently had some broken ribs that were healing.
Well, the bandage should keep them in place. We'll just need to monitor those then. Anyway, thank you. Please let medical know if you're going to spar.
Hello?
What would you do if you found him?
I don't know yet, but I want to know. What? So, Dawn.
Hello, God.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
What's up? What are you up to?
Argyle and I are going through I'm using my codes to pull the logs of outbound communique, and we're going to go through them to see if we can find how Atlas found out about the ship.
I see. Let me double check something. Fuck is this channel? Out. Okay. You do not see, with your combined efforts and a highest roll of a 17, you do not find any outbound communications that show any link to Atlas whatsoever. No one has sent a message to Atlas representatives or the corporation, or any messages that relate to the Atlas artifacts at all. There
Do we have a...
There is...
Go on, sorry.
There is a message you will find. Double check that it's actually mentioned in this message. You will find a message sent by Dr. Tully back toward the Exploratory Command Center that makes mention of a mysterious energy emanating from one of the artifacts. However, the Tully's people have no connection in any concrete way to any corporations whatsoever. It is unlikely that the corporations would have intercepted this, and it's also unlikely that they would have shared this intel with Atlas, specifically, if any corporation at all.
Interesting.
Well, Captain, either they had recorded us aboard the vessel, or somebody is using encrypted communique that is not being recorded by the AI, which I doubt.
Let's see. Actually, the message would be encrypted, but the access point shouldn't be. We should be able to trace that to see if there was an access point.
We can give it a shot.
Double 17s. How many encrypted messages have been sent? Oh boy.
Oh.
I know of one.
Don, are you adding my +4?
Oh, but then there's a 21? Alright. I know of one for certain that I'm pretty sure is encrypted. That's sent specifically by Argyle, isn't it? Argyle's communications are encrypted? That one's gonna pop up, having been sent from Argyle's personal console.
You can see mine.
I already figured you'd be sending encrypted messages, I'll be honest with you. Doesn't surprise me in the least. You're not putting us at risk, though.
There is a encrypted, heavily encoded message sent from MU's terminal.
That one is not mine.
Came from MU's terminal.
But MU has no connection to Atlas whatsoever, nor would I think that they would want to. So, however this information got out, the person covered their tracks quite well.
Honestly, Captain, with all of this information, to me it seems like you might not have a mole for Atlas aboard the vessel. And it's more likely that their ship, the one that was stationed, just happened to record ours as we boarded them and took it. We didn't quite scrub their systems, did we?
That the AI scanned it. There was no malware on it.
Any malware?
Well,
They had cameras aboard the vessel, they were just recording. Recording the dead.
The vessel was dead in the wire.
Yes.
But we
Security officer
extrapolate
Argo.
that data.
Yes.
If there is something aboard the previously boarded Atlas vessel's systems that you would like, I have a majority of its systems copied within my own.
Well, wonderful. Are there any recordings of our crew and the ship being recorded by that vessel?
There are several security cameras, correct, that have corrupted data files. There are sections that show the crew, however, they seem to have heavy artifacting and static when the crew begins to open fire within the ship.
AI.
However, I do not find any open link communication from that ship and any Atlas HQ. More than likely, if they had access to such a communication link, they would not have been stranded for so long.
That rules out one theory. So, we're either dealing with someone who's covered their tracks really well, or used a terminal off ship. Who's going on shore leave? AI?
Yes.
Could you please pull up the record of usage of the airlock and who has been permitted to go on to shore leave? Aside from the away team that went out the other 2 days.
Aside from the airlock's use for the away team's departure, every member of engineering that was not part of that team exited the airlock.
That was to fix the engines. Anyone else?
I have another theory. You don't mind a walk.
Pilot Archer disembarked from the ship for some time.
Well, there you have it.
You think?
Well, the pilots like to wear the Atlas logo.
Yes, but you also wear the Oracle logo. Doesn't mean I expect you to be causing that.
Contact.
Putting us at, well, putting us at risk.
Contacting Oracle. They might not believe that. Perhaps they were just trying to inform Atlas. To recover the bodies, perhaps, and Atlas
Damn.
just put two and two together.